we're told that after eating meat, and after we need to wait before we're able to eat milk. Why do we need to wait after meat, and how long do we need to wait? The Shulchan Aruch mentions two reasons. The Shulchan Aruch says that we have to wait 6 hours between meat and milk. After you've eaten meat, you have to wait 6 hours before you eat milk. The Ramah says that you only have to wait 1 hour. 1 hour is sufficient. After waiting an hour, you can already straight away eat milk. And there's another custom that has come up, which is 3 hours. It doesn't seem to have much of a source in Jewish literature, but Pukhazi Lebro, there's so many people that keep this 3 hours that you can't argue really today that there isn't such a custom. Such a custom seems to have developed of waiting 3 hours. So we have these three opinions as to how long you have to wait. The reason why you have to wait 6 hours, says the Shulchan Aruch, the Beit Yosef, there's an argument between the Rambam and the Torah what the reason is. The Rambam says the reason you need to wait 6 hours is because maybe meat was caught between your teeth. When you eat meat, very often you get pieces of meat caught between your teeth. If you find a piece of meat between your teeth, do you have to now wait another 6 hours after you found the meat? Or no? Says the Rambam that once meat has been between your teeth, in your mouth for 6 hours, it's no longer meat, right? It's not considered as meat anymore. So if you were to find a piece of meat between your teeth 6 hours after you finished eating a steak, you don't have to now wait another 6 hours. You count the 6 hours from the beginning, from the time when you sat down to eat the steak, right? We don't pay any attention to the fact that there was meat stuck between your teeth. But says the Rambam, that's the reason why you need to wait 6 hours. Another reason, which the Torah mentions, is that because of the fat that's inside most meat, that taste, the taste of the meat will stay in your stomach for 6 hours after you've finished eating the meat. And that's what we don't want. That's what we don't want, that mixture of that taste of the meat to be mixed with the milk. And that's the reason why you need to wait 6 hours after eating meat before you can eat milk. The difference between these two opinions would be, the nafkamina would be, what if a mother were to chew meat in order to soften it up and feed her child? So she never swallowed it. If she never swallowed it, so the reason of having the taste of the meat in her stomach wouldn't exist. But there would still be the problem of meat that was stuck between the teeth. So the Shulchan Aruch tells us that we have to be machmir for both opinions. And therefore, even someone who just chewed up meat for a baby would have to wait 6 hours, even though the other opinion doesn't apply. Because we're machmir for both opinions. The opinion that we have to wait 1 hour is Tosfos' opinion. The Ramah brings it. The Yekka community, today you can find plenty of people that still keep 1 hour. But generally, the generally accepted custom amongst the B'nai Torah is that they wait 6 hours after meat. But as I said, someone who's waiting 3 hours because that's what they've grown up with, as that's also considered as an acceptable custom. Of course, even according to the Ramah, that you need just 1 hour, you'd also need, of course, birkat hamazon, and to wash out your mouth and to clean it, to make sure your mouth is clean and you don't have any meat in your mouth, even though it's that hour afterwards. So what about the other way around, though? What about after you've had cheese? Do you need to wait between cheese and meat? Or after cheese, can you straight away eat meat? So here we find an argument between the Shulchan Aruch and the Ramah. The opinion of the Shulchan Aruch is that you never need to wait after cheese, while the Ramah says that you do need to wait, depending on whether the cheese was hard. For hard, matured cheese, he says you need to wait 6 hours. Whereas for soft cheese, it would generally be accepted that it would be enough for you to just check your hands and clean your mouth, and straight away after that you'd already be able to eat meat if the cheese was soft cheese. Some people have the custom after soft cheese of also waiting half an hour, but no more than that. The question comes with hard cheese. With hard cheese, we find that there are different customs. One custom is that people wait 6 hours after a hard cheese. One custom is that they would wait 1 hour. And another custom that we find mentioned is that it depends on how long the cheese was matured for. A cheese that was matured for 1 month, you wait 1 hour. If it was matured for 2 months, 2 hours, and so on, up until a maximum of six hours. A cheese that was matured for 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 months, you'd wait 6 hours after that before eating meat. The Taz mentions this custom, right? That if the cheese was matured for 6 months, I'm sorry, I said before it was the Ramor that says it, it's not the Ramor. The Taz says that for cheese that was matured for 6 months, you would wait for 6 hours. So that's with hard, matured cheeses. We find these different customs. Amongst the Ashkenazim, generally, the two customs ought to wait after a hard cheese 6 hours or 1 hour. And amongst the Sfardim, there are maybe 3 different customs. The Ben Ish Chai says that it depends on how long the cheese was matured for. You wait an hour for each month of preparation. Rabbi Sion Abba Shaul says that you would wait an hour after hard, matured cheese. And Rav Ovadia Yosef says you don't need to wait at all, which is what the Shulchan Aruch says, that there's no reason to wait at all. The question that many people have is, what about our yellow cheeses? Let me just say something else. If you go to the OU site on Kashrut, there they have lists of cheeses and they tell you how long each cheese was matured for, and so you can know to decide or to discuss it with your rabbi as to whether you need to wait after that cheese and for how long. It's a very, very useful application that they have there. The question a lot of people ask is with the yellow cheese that we have nowadays, which is, although it's hard, we know it's a processed cheese which is made in a very, very short time. It's certainly not like the old special cheeses that are matured for months. It's made industrially very, very quickly. Do you need to wait after that cheese? So here also we find an argument amongst the poskim. Rav Eliashiv, his opinion, Zeichat Tzadik Levrocha, was that you don't need to wait 6 hours after any soft cheese, and that would apply after eating a pizza as well, right? You'd have to wait 6 hours, while Rav Fisher used to say that with our cheeses, with our yellow cheeses, half an hour is enough. They're considered like the soft cheeses. Half an hour would be enough to wait after them before you eat meat. And as I said, amongst the Sfardim, we find different customs. And Rav Ovadia Yosef's opinion is you wouldn't need to wait at all. What about after fish? Fish after meat, or meat after fish. Right, we know that we don't eat meat and fish together. Do you need to wait after them? Here, there's no halacha of waiting. There's no reason to wait at all between fish and meat. All you need to do is to make sure that your hands and your mouth are clean. How do you clean your mouth? By chewing a piece of bread, that's going to clean out the fish that's in your mouth. Another way is to drink some schnapps. That's also another way of getting out the taste, the final taste of the fish from your mouth before you want to eat meat. So that's all that's needed between fish and meat. There's no other separation. We don't eat the two of them together, but there's no reason to wait between one and the other. Thank you.